Leave a comment in that comment section. As soon as you come to you guys do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all right? You guys hit the like button. We going up tonight. That part. All right. Hold up. Check this out, my good people. L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. That part. That part. Hold up. Let me get right here. Listen, you guys. Listen. First of all, let's start off with our beginning. Welcome, my good people, to the DSTM Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. You guys, I am the incomparable, the author, imitator, but cannot be duplicated. The one they took their style from. I'm the elected, the appointed voice of the streets. And I go by the name of L.O.T.S Approved. You guys, that is an acronym, all right? It stands for the Lord of the Streets. Leader of the streets, learn off the streets, living off the streets. When I say living off the streets, I'm referring to eating off the land. We hustlers, so we eat what we kill here, all right? We eat off the land. That's a hustler's term. Now, you guys, this is powered by L.O.T.S Approved Media. I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. That part. Now, listen. We got a lot of things to speak about this podcast, all right? Once again, this is episode number 114. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you guys come in the building, let's not wait for the middle or the end of this video. Y'all see what's going on. We got our Pooh Shiesty on, all right? It's that type of time. It's that time. 50, Ross, they going at it. So this is what I need you guys to do. Make sure you guys hit the like button. As soon as you guys hit the like button, YouTube's going to take this video, and then they're going to push it forward and recommend it to their audience. Thank you guys in advance, all right? That part. Once again, make sure you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section. We call that leaving a fingerprint. All right. Show that you was a part of this episode. Leave your signature in the comment section. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Let's get right. That part. All right, you guys, listen. That's gonna be hot too. Let's talk about it. Listen, Ross, 50 Cent is going up. Lil Meech, BMF, that's the end of that. BMF is done. As far as I know it, BMF is over, all right? A list of other things, but that's the main things we're going to speak about. Once again, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. All right, also, we're going to speak about Kanye. Kanye begging, Kanye going crazy, going berserk online, Twitter, X. We'll speak about Kanye. Once again, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, what else we got here, man? Bada bing, bada bang. Irv Gotti passing. We'll speak about Irv Gotti's recent passing. All right, let's start off with that. All right, you guys. Once again, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash the subscription buttons. And also, you guys turn your notification bells on, that part. Now, we're going to speak about the recent passing of Irv Gotti. Now, you guys know Irv Gotti and 50 Cent. They've had this ongoing feud, obviously. Murder, Inc., G-Unit. Recently, Irv Gotti passed away. Now, you guys know we seen that Irv had some medical issues. We knew that Irv once he was heavy set, right? Irv was once heavy set. He started to lose weight. Everybody was kind of like we all took notice. We all took notice when Irv started to lose weight, right? Irv apparently was a diabetic. First of all, condolences to Irv, his family, his kids, his wife, family members, and friends. Nonetheless, you guys, 50 Cent. 50 Cent's a tyrant, the tyrant he could be. 50 Cent unapologetic, unremorseful, non-remorseful. 50 Cent took the opportunity to kick Irv Gotti while he was down. All right. Allow me one moment, my good people. Yes, I do apologize about that. Now listen, 50 Cent took the opportunity to kick Irv Gotti back in while he was down. Now, like once again, you guys, Irv Gotti recently passed away. Other people chimed in also. So, damn, hold on. Allow me one moment. I gotta get a napkin, guys. Allow me one moment. There we go. All right, so 50 Cent took the opportunity to kick Irv in his back while he was down. Now, other people chimed in also. You have Supreme McGriff's son chimed in. 50 Cent's son Marquise chimed in. A lot of people chimed in during this unfortunate event. Now, does this conclude the G Unit and Irv Gotti beef? G Unit Murder Inc. beef. Obviously, there's still remaining players in the game. You still got Ja Rule. So I don't see this beef ending no time soon. But once again, we're Irv Gotti. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Murder Inc., the legacy. Let's talk about it. This is the end of the actual Murder Inc. legacy, as in the founding members. Now, Irv Gotti being the key component in that group, in that equation. You still have Ashanti and you still have Ja Rule. Ja Rule and Ashanti are still going to be able to do their touring. So Ja Rule and Ashanti, they're going to go on tour and continue to keep up the legacy. But as of Murder Inc., the nucleus of Murder Inc. is no longer there. That's Irv Gotti. And I know Irv Gotti is primarily responsible for all the Murder Inc. like endeavors as in business. So you guys keep in mind, Irv Gotti sold his portion of Murder Inc. All right, 100 million, I believe, 300 million altogether. 100 million for Murder Inc., 200 million for something else. 300 million altogether. With that being said, that's the end of Murder Inc. Now, let's get to the cool part. 50 Cent chiming in. 50 has no remorse, obviously. But in his text, he did show some doves flying. Pictures of an emoji of doves flying. So it seems like 50 took the time in to kick his back in, but at the same time, he kind of scaled back a little bit with the rest in peace, with the doves flying. Mixed messages here. My question is 50 Cent actually remorseful? Which I think not. I think we all can assume that 50 Cent is not. 50 Cent is not remorseful when it comes to this situation. Supreme McGriff's son chimed in. Now you guys, Supreme McGriff's son chimed in which he said, when does it stop? All right, he's asking, when do we call a spade a spade? When does it stop? And unfortunately, I don't think this kid has a real understanding of who 50 is. Or that type of person. Some beef is forever. Some shit never dies out. And it looks like 50's taking this shit to the grave. So I'm assuming that with Ja Rule, this is going to continue. It's going to be a continuous thing. But nonetheless, Supreme McGriff's son chimed in. Now, this is ironic. All right. Not just Supreme McGriff's son chimed in. But this is kind of a segue into Murder Inc. Excuse me, not even Murder Inc., but 50 ending BMF, all right? Once again, just to give Irv Gotti his flowers, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. On behalf of L.O.T.S approved media, when it comes to Murder Inc., Murder Inc., you guys played a major role in hip hop in a particular era. Irv Gotti was responsible for a lot of artists that we all love to this day. Irv Gotti played a key role in Jay-Z's career. Irv Gotti brought us DMX. We got to keep in mind. Irv Gotti played a key role in hip hop and an actual era, that is. All right. Obviously, Ja Rule, Mike Geronimo. Shout out to Queens, Mike Geronimo. And a list of others, right? Rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. Condolences to the family. Now, we're not gonna stay too long there. Let's move right along. You guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, don't be a ninja watcher. It's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. Because that's just a hater. You definitely don't want to be one of these, ladies and gentlemen. We call that a peeping Tom. Y'all know what a peeping Tom is? Just don't go to jail and you will never have to find out. That part. L.O.T.S approved media. Hit that like button. Now, we're gonna speak about 50 and the Ross. 50 and Ross going berserk. First of all, shout out to MMG. This is a touchy subject because you guys know on this channel we support MMG. You know, gunplays and the Kanos and the Breeze. That's family right there. But nonetheless, we journalists, right? So we can't be biased. We have to speak about everything. With that being said, you have BMF. 50 announces that he's ending BMF. Now, I know this left a lot of people distraught. A lot of people are confused as to what took place, what caused this recent change of events. As far as we knew, 50 and Meech was on good terms. All of a sudden, you guys, we seen Thon Line where we see Big Meech with pictures with Ross. Shout out to Fat Boy. Now, when I seen Ross, you guys asking me, when I seen Ross with Meech, I was a little confused, right? Because I know they don't get along. Ross and 50 don't get along. This is the time when 50 is promoting BMF, woo-de-woo. So we see Big Meech with Ross. Everybody's confused. But at the end of the day, we knew something took place. I knew something took place. I was kind of wondering how Big Meech, this is what I was wondering. I was wondering how was Big Meech going to come out here and work with Ross. Let's keep in mind, first of all, Ross has the song soundtrack to Big Meech's legacy. Let's be clear. I think I'm Big Meech is Big Meech's anthem. That's his theme song for his legacy, for his whole career, right? How was Big Meech supposed to go and bypass that and not work with Ross? I know Big Meech was eventually going to work with Ross, regardless of the fact. Now we're gonna dig into this. I need you guys to make sure you guys are passing this, sharing this episode number 114. That part. We speaking about Ross and Meech. All right, the end of BMF. So with that being said, Big Meech, you guys gotta keep in mind, Big Meech is a boss. I was trying to figure out how was Big Meech gonna be under 50? Because at the end of the day, 50 has BMF. 50 already got the ball rolling for Meech, as in corporate and Hollywood. He got the ball rolling. So now 50's leading that forefront. But guess what? You a leader, you leading another leader. Remember, Big Meech is an alpha. He's a leader. He's responsible for a lot of people. So I was trying to kind of figure out how Big Meech was going to be under 50. I was trying to figure out how Big Meech was going to work with Ross at the same time with 50, because it takes a real negotiator, a real mediator to get these two in one room, or to get these two into they don't have to be in the same room, but in agreement, in unison with one plan. Because you got to keep in mind, I do recall that 50 had to use Ross for the single, use Ross for the I think I'm Big Meech. He wanted to use that. You can't go without, you can't promote Big Meech without that song. That song is synonymous with Big Meech. Obviously, his name is in it. His name is in it. So what I'm trying to say is Ross eventually Big Meech was going to have to do business with Ross. And I know 50 had some inclination that Big Meech was going to work with Ross. I know 50 didn't have the audacity to think that Ross or Big Meech was never going to work together in the future. There's no way that 50 could have been under that impression, right? Also, Big Meech is a leader. A true alpha is not going to work up under a nigga like that. There's no way in the world that Big Meech would have stayed under 50. Big Meech is a boss. But remember, you playing by 50 rules. 50's the one that got the ball rolling for you. 50 has the series going on. So I was trying to figure out how is Big Meech gonna work his mojo within this scenario between 50 and Ross. Because you gotta keep in mind, Ross is a boss, Fat Boy's a boss. 50 Cent obviously is a boss. And Big Meech is a boss. How is they all gonna work in conjunction if somebody is being put up under another? Ross can't be under 50. 50 can't be under Ross. Meech can't be under neither. Right? So it's kind of confusing me. Now, the question is, this is the question right here. What made Meech decide to be seen with Ross? That's the question that I have for myself, right? Because something pushed Meech to make that appearance. Meech knew that when he made that appearance with Ross, it was going to rub 50 the wrong way. Meech knew that. But something about that scenario, something about that situation where Meech felt like, I get the feeling that Meech felt like the situation was already jeopardized. So Meech just said, fuck it, just throw the whole thing out the window. Because I know that wasn't a calculated decision for you to step out there with Ross knowing that you was going to jeopardize BMF, right? And there's a lot of dynamics to this. You guys, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, all right? This is episode number 114. We're speaking about Big Meech, Ross 50 Cent, Big Meech recent falling out. And we're just trying to break down where did shit go wrong at? What made Big Meech, come on, man, let's get wet. Like Orlando Brown say. What would make Big Meech say, yo, fuck that nigga 50, I'm finna run with Ross? That's the question I'm trying to ask. I'm asking myself. What happened in between 50 and Meech's relationship with what Meech said, you know what? It'd be my best interest to work with Ross. Even though I know that you was gonna work with him, but just to come out there like that. And it looks like it was unbeknownst to 50. I don't think 50 was aware that Meech was making this appearance with Ross. Now, you guys, moving forward, keep in mind, 50 Cent, his son, Marquise. 50 Cent has a son that an estranged son. He has a son that he neglects. And some people might have their, whose side they on, Marquise or 50. But a lot of people feel like Marquise was just an entitled kid, right? Well, Marquise chimed in. Marquise chimed in because Lil Meech chimed in, all right? Now, you guys are aware of Lil Meech's son. Obviously, he plays one of the main roles in BMF. All right? Lil Meech sent a not text message, but a DM to 50. And I want to actually go into this DM that he sent 50. Right? Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. But I want to actually go into the DM that Lil Meech sent 50. In which she was surprised. Here we got it right here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That part, L.O.T.S Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. That part. All right, you guys. I want to check out this letter right quick. All right. Now, this is a DM message from Lil Meech that he sent to 50. Now, this is damage control. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All right, he said they just told me you unfollowed me off Instagram. And you now managing Skrilla Baby with the Rocket when I brought him around you first, when you didn't even have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take a shirt off my back for you? I can't even believe this, man. You act like if you're my enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty. I'm human. And I grew through my own shit, and I go through my own shit. But I never switched up on you. F Ross. But he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. The internet shit is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life. All right, so with that being said, you guys see what it is. Damage control. Lil Meech said you know me in real life. For one thing, Lil Meech talking about F Ross. That's another thing that kind of threw me for a loop. Little Meech, he's choosing sides in this. Apparently, Little Meech thinks it's in his best interest to be with 50. Now, we know for obvious reasons he's already signed contractually, BMF, main role, sent that man through acting school, gave him the opportunity, whoop-de-woo. I could see why Little Meech feels like he had to make the best decision for himself and reach out to 50. But then you have the father, you pick a, not necessarily you choosing in between, but things can be your best interest and your ulterior motives can be exposed within that, as if there was an ulterior motive. Because it seemed like he kind of threw his father on the bus. From that DM that he sent 50, it looks like Little Meech doesn't agree with his father. All right. That was surprising, man. And that was disappointing to see. It's kind of disappointing. I took a pause, you guys, because it's kind of disappointing to see the way 50 can divide a family. 50 has a way, a strategy of divide and conquer that he's very successful with. It's similar to the Jim Jones and Dipset situation, right? Divide and conquer. And you've seen this again with the BMF, Lil Meech divide and conquer. But nonetheless, 50 Cent chimed in which 50 said that he was gonna 50 is the one that he posted Little Meech's little message, his DM. Man, there's so much to speak about 50's technique. But he posted a message with Little Meech. But he also had some remorse for Little Meech, in which he said that he's gonna get Little Meech on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. All right, so clap it up for 50 for having some type of remorse in this situation. That part. Now, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. There's a lot to say about this 50 Cent and this raw shit. For some reason, I can't hear myself in the headphones, though. I cannot hear myself back in these headphones. All right. So, talking about the situation. This situation is very, very dynamic. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. L.O.T.S Pro Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. All right, listen. So, once again, you guys, we're speaking about 50 ending BMF. Now, with Little Meech. Little Meech chimed in. Little Meech, you see Little Meech try to do some damage control, save it. So I don't know what I did to you. I'm only human, man. I go through my own shit. In which 50 had some type of remorse, and 50 said, all right, I'm going to get you on Love and Hip Hop. So 50's going to get Little Meech on Love and Hip Hop. Fire, all right? Somebody else chimed in. Y'all know 50 got his son, his estranged son, go by the name of Marquise, all right? You remember he was on the cover. He was on, I think, one of the album covers, Get Rich or Die Trying, Little Marquise. Little Marquise chimed in which Little Marquise, there's a video out. Matter of fact, let me not even explain the video. Let's look at the video together. All right? Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. All right, what y'all's about to look at is Marquise responding to the situation. This is 50 Cent, estranged son.
You really thought you were special? Who told you you were special? You thought you were special? Somebody out here, or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special.
Yo, let me explain something to you, man. Wait one moment. Let me pull this back up. Hold on.
Told you were special. You thought you were special.
All right, hold on.
Somebody out here.
Let's see that one more time, man.
Or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Who told you you were special? You thought you were special.
All right, now listen. Now let me tell y'all something. I know y'all saying what I'm saying. First of all, my nigga, that shit was spooky. That was kind of creepy right there. First of all, that nigga's the spitting image of 50. For one, now I can hear myself in headphones. I couldn't even hear myself back. The man's a spitting image of 50 Cent Jackson. Now looking at this man now, right? The laugh. He did the perfect 50 laugh. Listen. That man mimicked 50's voice to the T. That was 50 Cent. That was spooky. And I know 50's at home like, damn, you actually made a clone. That's your clone right there. Now, was he wrong? First of all, you guys know, LIl Meech at one point, he chimed in when 50 was beefing with Marquise. LIl Meech said some shit like he would appreciate his dad. He said something. I don't got the tweet. I don't have the tweet, the post. But LIl Meech had chimed in, so basically he intervened when 50 was beefing with his son. So this is payback right here. All right, this is revenge. So what you're seeing is, it's not fun when the rabbit got the gun. This is the irony. LIl Meech was chimed in, he was speaking about Marquise. But now Marquise got a chance to speak about the same situation. And this shit goes to show you that 50 don't have no remorse for nobody. His kids, whoever around him. So nonetheless, you guys, there's a lot of things that's going on with this situation. All right. What else we got here? We got Supreme McGriff's son also. Supreme McGriff's, all types of kids, everybody, all the gangsters' kids are chiming in. 50 Kid chimed in. LIl Meech chimed in. And also Supreme McGriff's son. Supreme McGriff's son is saying that, damn, when does it stop? Now, what people have to understand is, things you can't expect, you can't slap somebody and expect them to punch you. You slap somebody, they might shoot you. You can't expect, sometimes there's no ending to certain shit. When niggas say we gonna woe till we die, we gonna have problems, issues until we die, some people really believe that shit. You feel me? So with that being said, man, 50 has no remorse. 50's he's ending BMF. Now, chime in. There's so many things that you guys, I'm basically consolidating everything, but there's a lot of things that took place in the past 2 days, right? I'm trying to speak about everything. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That part. Eric Benson, he said 50's a hoe. Listen, man. This is an unbiased platform. You guys can say whatever you guys want to say. Even if I agree with you or I don't agree with you, this is an unbiased platform. Shout out to Eric Benson in the building. That part. All right? But nonetheless, 50's ending the show. Now, LIl Meech, this damage control. Big Meech is running with Ross right now. So, Fat Boy, Ross talking about, listen, fast forward. Got a little jaded. All right, Ross talking about he wants to do the movie. Ross wants to do the movie right now. Ross recently, he just put up a post in which he said that he's thinking about the big theater movie. Now, Ross said that the series was lackluster. I don't know how y'all feel at home. I don't know how people feel at home to say that the series was lackluster. I kind of enjoyed the series. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of the series, but I kind of enjoyed the series. But Ross said that it was lackluster. I understand all the woe. Now, Rick Ross saying that he's going to put out the movie BMF. So this is what's going on now. It's like Ross is on the race to put out the movie. But I don't know how successful he's going to be. Because according to 50 Cent, he has the rights to the BMF movie. I don't know how 50 obtained the rights that fast. And I noticed that the rights to that BMF, the rights to Big Meech's life, the movie, I don't know if this is just changing hands, conveniently just changing hands, but it looks like there's always somebody appointed as the head of what Big Meech got going on as in reference to movies and things of that nature. But nonetheless, 50 dispelled Ross rumors that, well, Ross saying that he wants to put out the movie, 50 saying that he owned the rights to the movie. So I don't know, you guys, if we're going to get a BMF movie on behalf of Ross, but it's interesting. It's all the woe, rich niggas woes, all right? That part. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, what else we got there, man? I don't know if there's anything else with 50 and Ross. I don't think we have anything else with that. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Now we got some other things. We got Kanye on a rant. Kanye West on a super rant. What else we got here, man? Kanye West, yeah, definitely. Diddy's son and Kendrick Lamar. All right, you guys know Kendrick Lamar recently did an interview. Kendrick Lamar is doing the Super Bowl. Now, Kendrick Lamar did an interview. I haven't seen Kendrick do an interview since the demise of Drake. All right, so I guess this is his first real interview. Kendrick Lamar speaking. For one, you guys, Kendrick Lamar's doing the Super Bowl. And what they're saying about the Super Bowl is there's a discrepancy about the prompter. According to reports, they're saying that the pedophile, you know, in the rhyme, when in Kendrick's rhyme, Not Like Us, he refers to Drake as a pedophile, whoop-de-woo. Apparently, the NFL is planning on playing that on the prompter when he says probably a minor and the pedophile part. They're going to play that on the prompter. So the NFL is speculating as to should they even play that on the prompter, because they know potentially that they could face a lawsuit for that. All right. So this even gives more credence, you guys, when I'm telling you that Drake is facing with these lawsuits. Different platforms are scared to play Kendrick's music, and it's showing. All right. Shout out to Kendrick nonetheless in that new interview. All right, and we'll see what's going on with the Super Bowl with the prompter and whoop-de-woo. That part. All right, listen, Kanye West. We're gonna speak about Kanye West. You guys, Kanye West recently went on a tirade on Twitter. Now, I spoke about this last week, you guys. I said that Kanye West he's been missing. Kanye West got missing. Well, now he's back. Ever since the resurgence, Donald Trump is in office now. Kanye West is vocal once again. Kanye West is speaking crazy. And I'm not condoning all the anti-Semitism and things of that nature. But Kanye West has went off the hinge once again, my good people. With that being said, man, let's go through these tweets. Let's go on X right now. I'm surprised. Shout out to Elon Musk, but I'm surprised Elon Musk would even post some of Kanye West's shit. But nonetheless, it looks like Elon Musk is with the shits. All right. But they did censor some of Kanye West's tweets. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That part. All right, you guys. I'm pulling up Ye's tweets right now. Let's just go through some of them. I'm going to be careful with Ye's tweets because they're disrespectful, right? And we don't want to get banned behind Ye. Ye is a billionaire, 2.7. I ain't even got an M. So I have no room for being banned right now. That part. All right, you guys, we on Ye's Twitter page, all right? Let's start off 17 hours ago in which I say whatever the F I want, pussies, that part. He also says, I'm not even going to repeat that. I'm going to be real with you. We're going to have to be real discreet with this, all right? He's referring to himself as a Nazi. Kanye West has lost his mind, flew off the hinge. He's referring to himself as a Nazi. He also said, let's see if y'all give that money back. Look, I love Hitler. Now what itches, sitches. So he's back on his how would you say, his tyrant. He's on a tirade, all right? He's referring to the Jewish community again. Now, you guys, obviously, I don't think this has any power behind what he's saying no longer. This is a ploy right here, right? He's antagonizing this group. But I don't think this is even honorable at this moment, no longer. There's no honor behind what he's doing no longer, right? I thought Kanye West had got his point across already, but apparently he didn't. Now, I paid $1.5 million for my Grammy ads this year. Let's see if Fox give that money back. You're gonna give back that money for my opinions that stand or whatever. This nigga that worked for me said he was uncomfortable with my wife's Grammy look. Fired and blocked. It's more people looking for work than they are people giving work. That nigga said F Virgil. He said, you know, the only thing worse than fucking for money is fucking for free. Hold up. He said, I pay ninjas and sitches to laugh at my jokes. Never met your heroes. I just tweeted everything I could think of, and I'm still alive. So he's testing his boundaries, right? Hold on. So for my money, I'd rather be playing that. If I lost everything again tonight, was worth it. Can I die after this? Hold up, man. I don't take no unsolicited advice. Now listen, this is different. My support of Puff is completely selfish. I need to find whoever been trying to out black moguls. Now listen. Now this is when he starts hitting on something. I only care about myself. If a nigga or a itch can help me, there's so much going on. I don't want to go to your fancy restaurants. Ramen noodles and Doritos was made for a reason. I ain't assimilating to the simulation. I'm racist. Stereotypes exist from a reason. They all be true. I don't listen to rap. I don't know who the F is rapping anymore. You know Miles is like my favorite artist. I'm a 47-year-old billionaire. Why the F would I listen to rap? There's no one piece of information in rap that benefits my agendas or helps me get money. I don't know Kamala, and I ain't got nothing against that lady. She was just being used for what they call the black vote. I don't know shit about politics of effing coins, and I don't care. Listen. All right, you guys, what you guys seen is Kanye West going on an unapologetic tirade, all right? Now, he's mentioned a lot of things. He's disrupting the system. That I will give him. His approach, I might not agree with Kanye's approach. We all might not agree with Kanye's approach, but he's making some valid points. Now, there's something that I want to speak about. He's talking about the freeing of Puff. He's campaigning for Diddy. Now, we all know Kanye and Diddy had their issues at one point, right? So at what point did Kanye find it in his best interest to form an alliance with Diddy? Now, I know this is not an alliance on Diddy's part, but it's a forced alliance through Kanye West. Now, he's saying he needs to find out who's targeting our black moguls. Hold up, man. Hold up. Kanye said, who's targeting our black moguls? That's serious. He switched his whole agenda now. Now, this is when I give Kanye a little chance. The anti-Semitism, I don't agree with none of those Jewish remarks. Here on L.O.T.S Approved Media Channel, I don't agree with none of that. But Kanye is known for poking the bee's nest, and you have to do that at times. You got to stir the waters at times, and that's what he does. Now, he said, who's attacking our black moguls? That's a big concern. Kanye's going against the powers that be. All right? And this is when you got to start treading lightly when we speak about subjects like this for Mr. Kanye West. He has that spirit, that revolutionary spirit. Yeah, we don't agree with everything Kanye does. We do not agree with everything Kanye does. But as you can see, Kanye West is able to put aside his selfish situation that he had going with Diddy. And in order to be a leader, you have to possess those type of qualities. Kanye West is willing to push aside his issues with, remember, he referred to Diddy as a federal agent. Y'all do recall when Kanye called Diddy a federal agent. But now he's willing to, now he's campaigning for Diddy. And you can't be selfish. You can't be selfish when you're a leader. And he's showing signs of like maturity. Because if he was able to push his differences aside with Diddy in order to push this agenda, let's find out who's targeting our black moguls. Let's be clear, Diddy's being targeted. And Kanye West is the first one to speak about that. That's how I refer to Kanye as our Tupac of our generation. Well, Tupac is our generation, but he's the Tupac of the now, right now. All right? once again campaigning for Diddy, even though he has his issues with Diddy. And we know Kanye once had issues with Jay-Z. He said, Jay-Z, don't send your killers at me. But judging by the situation, it looks like Kanye sees the bigger picture, the overall agenda, the grand scheme of things. He's aware of it, so he has hindsight. And hindsight is usually 2020, right? I don't even want to say shout out to no parties, but I see what's going on out there, man. I see what's going on out there. And they screaming free, somebody's screaming free Diddy now. Now, in reference to Diddy, I know you guys have been seeing all the dialogue with with Chopper from Making of the Band. Recently, Chopper from Making the Band has been speaking about Diddy. Now, Chopper's been having a lot of things to say about Diddy. He's been speaking. So Chopper's the first person to speak about Diddy. And he said some shit today that I've seen online that I haven't seen nobody say about Diddy as of yet. Chopper is the first person to explain what he saw with Diddy. I don't know what happened between Diddy and Chopper, but Chopper has made a decision. He's chose violence. Chopper has decided to release his information on Diddy. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Chopper on Art of Dialogue, in which Chopper said that he seen some things that was hurtful to his eyes. He couldn't bear to see what he saw. So apparently Chopper used to be at those parties with Diddy. Now, everybody said that they partied with Diddy, but nobody has yet to admit that they went to the party with Diddy. This is the first person to ever admit that. So Chopper's on Art of Dialogue, in which he said he walked into the Diddy parties. He's the first person to admit that he saw men kissing men. Two men against one woman. One man. Things that are hurtful to your eyes. So when he's saying hurtful to your eyes, the first thing I thought about Chopper was, Chopper, I know it's hurtful to your eyes, but well, my question for Chopper is, did you ever return back to them parties? First of all, if you knew that something like that was going on, first of all, I'm gonna bail you out, give you credit, Chopper. You ain't know that party was going on. I'm gonna bail you out. You ain't know. But if you did know, did you go back a second time? Because Chopper, if you went back a second time, you saw the men kissing men, that means that you was condoning it, bro. I don't care if you was on a money agenda. I don't care if you was on a business agenda. You was condoning it. Me, as a heterosexual man, I can't be around that. If I was to be around it the first time, I would have been thrown off. I would have been turned in my head. And then I would have found a way to escape the room. And then I would have made it be known to Diddy that that's not my type of party. And I would have never returned to a situation like that, knowing that's how Diddy party. Right? But we got to commend Chopper for being the first person to even speak about it. So Chopper said he's seen these things. And Chopper received a phone call from Diddy's son. All right? So Diddy's son, Justin, called Chopper. And apparently Diddy's son is putting pressure on niggas behind the scene. All his kids are putting pressure on niggas. Diddy's son ran up on Ray J. Justin, Christian, Quincy, they ran up on Ray J at an event. Now we're hearing that Justin's contacting Chopper. What's up, bro? So they're doing damage control. Diddy's kids are doing damage control. All right. Recently today, I seen also Christian Combs. He has a new song out. And this threw me for a loop too. Because I'm seeing things just like we all seeing in real times. In real time, we're seeing this. So I'm assessing this shit as it's happening. Just how you guys are assessing it. In real time. I'm noticing that Diddy's son dropped a video. I don't know if it was today or the day before. But he dropped a song recently, right? The song, not that bad. It's a cool song. But I was kind of wondering what Diddy's going to do with his son, because you guys know Diddy was pushing Christian. That's the one, his twin. That's the twin. That's the one that had the song with Kodak. So Diddy was pushing the twin. Ever since this situation took place, it looks like the campaign for Christian has slowed down. I ain't been hearing that Christian and Kodak song on the radio as of lately, right? Well, you guys, Christian has a new song out. And the song sounds cool. I'm fucking with it. I'm rocking with it. But I'm curious to know, how is Christian going to push Who's pushing the? Diddy must still have his industry ties. Diddy must be still pushing his son, is what I'm saying. He's pushing Christian. Like I said, the song was cool. We'll see future projects. I'm curious to see how the public is going to consume Bad Boy music now. I'm curious to see how Diddy's son is going to carry on the legacy. Can Christian carry on the Bad Boy legacy? That's what I'm concerned to see. He did a good first effort. The song was good that he did with Kodak. It performed, it was successful. It performed very well. And according to Kodak, he gave him that song. So now I'm curious to see how Christian's going to do his dad behind the wall. Is Christian going to be able to keep up the legacy of Bad Boy? I'm curious to know that. All right. Nonetheless, shout out to the kids. A very unfortunate situation that you got to stand behind your daddy and fight for your daddy for shit that he did. You know what I mean? And potentially hinder your future. All right. Shout out to the Combs family nonetheless, man. Shout out to them. You guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. I don't care if we got 10,000 people in the building or we got 2 people in the building. You guys, don't be a ninja watcher. It's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these, ladies and gentlemen. We call that a peeping Tom. If y'all know they do the peeping Toms, just don't go to jail. You won't never have to find out. That part. Shout out to Zoe News in the building. Salute, family. That part. Salute, family. I see you, champ. Once again, you guys, we talking about a lot of things tonight. We talking about Diddy. We talking about 50 ending power, 50 and Little Meech and Big Meech going at it. You heard? We talking about Kanye West rant. Kanye West went on a super rant. And he's going off on X. And they have censored some of it. Though X, the reason you guys remember Elon Musk bought X to make that bitch more like more freedom of speech. So people been saying a lot of shit. So now Kanye West is back and Kanye got his own shit going on, right? But this is the second time around, Kanye. We familiar with what you're doing. So I don't think that second time around, Ye is gonna work that great, right? Nonetheless, you guys, we don't support the anti-Semitism. Yeah, Ye going crazy. Now remember, there's a lot of factual shit that Ye says. Don't get it twisted, right? The man means good. It's just the approach he's taking. I might not agree with his approach, right? That part. L.O.T.S prove me to make sure everybody's hitting that like button. Make sure everybody's subscribing to the channel. We up on this Friday. That part. What else we got here, man? What else we got? Eventful week. Oh, yeah, that Kendrick Lamar interview. All right, Kendrick Lamar interview. I didn't get a chance. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that Kendrick Lamar interview. But just know that Kendrick Lamar is doing the Super Bowl. It has been confirmed. Kendrick Lamar is going to be on the Super Bowl, and he's going to be performing the Not Like Us song. And we're going to hear all that pedophile, and she's probably a minor. We're going to hear that. Definitely. Now, it looks like the NFL is preparing for lawsuits, potential lawsuits, by playing that on the prompter. So what they're trying to, I guess right now, they're trying to figure out, are they going to play that on the actual words on the prompter? Wow. Let me tell you something. If I was Drake, to be quite honest with you guys, if I was Drake, I'd be suing everybody. You ain't just finna be out there promoting me as a pedophile. I'm sorry. Like I said before, that shit right there is hindering that man's business. That man ain't gonna be able to do certain business, no more business deals. No brand is gonna wanna attach themselves to Drake. No brand is gonna want to be associated with Drake. Nobody wants to be associated with a pedophile, bro. Anybody that deals with minors, an adult dealing with a minor. All right? So that's reason for lawsuit. I see what Drake doing. Because if you're going to fuck my bread up and what I can make, I got to get that bread out of you now. You heard me? That part. So I definitely agree. I agree with Drake's lawsuit. You know what I mean? At first, I know it's kind of contradicting what I said because I made a joke about Drake. And I also, it is the end of Drake's career. You guys get a chance. I did a eulogy for Drake, the funeral for Drake. This is the end of Drake's career. Let's be clear. But still, nonetheless, though it is the end of Drake's career, he has to do some type of damage control. He has to he can't leave no money on the table. Right now, Drake is at the end of Drake's ascension is over. Drake's peak is over. Drake is on a decline. Let's be clear here. Don't shoot the messenger. Because this messenger shoots back. Drake is on a decline. But what I can say is right now, Drake got to clean up. You got to salvage whatever you can salvage from your career. Don't leave no money on the table. Whatever they owe you, go get it. And that's what Drake's doing. All right? I'm not sure how successful he's going to be, but one thing I can say is Drake's going against the industry. The next few years, this is going to be very interesting. You guys remember I told you, we've seen this is the same thing that Kanye was talking about, the demise of our moguls. Drake is one of them. All right. I'm curious to see in 2 years where Drake is going to land at as an artist. I'm really curious to see that. Judging by the track record of Black moguls, it doesn't look like his future is going to be prominent or promising. Because all these execs and these industry heads, they all in cahoots. This corporate CEO knows this corporate CEO. This CEO is in cahoots with this CEO. So if this CEO blackballs you, all you guys do is make a call to the next CEO and they're going to blackball you. So each platform is going to subsequently blackball you, right? It's going to be consecutive, one after another. And this is what Drake is facing right now. So Drake is salvaging what he can financially from all these different institutions, platforms. All right, and I understand it. And if they play that at the Super Bowl, if Kendrick Lamar performs at the Super Bowl, not like us, and refers to this man as a P5 and talking to minors, that's going to be the end of Drake, as in like business. Nobody's going to do business with Drake no longer. It's not going to be conducive. It's not to maximizing your revenues, all right? Nonetheless, shout out to Kendrick Lamar with that recent interview. We haven't seen no interview from Kendrick Lamar in a long time. Big shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Super successful year. Congratulations on the Grammys for Kendrick also. He did a superb job at the Grammys. A superb job. All right? That part. L.O.T.S Prove Me That Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. You guys, once again, I am the incomparable, the author, imitator, cannot be duplicated, the one they took their style from. I'm the elected, the appointed voice of the streets. I go by the name of L.O.T.S Approved. Now, you guys, that is an acronym, all right? It stands for the leader of the streets, the Lord of the streets, all right? Living off the streets. When I say living off the streets, that's referring to eating off of the land. We eat what we kill here. That part, true hustlers, Miami shit. All right, this is powered by L.O.T.S Prove Me. I want to welcome everybody to Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. Once again, that part. Now, you guys, this is a Friday night. All right, it's a Friday night, and I want you guys to make sure that you be safe throughout this weekend. We're gonna be back on for Sunday. You guys know Sunday. I'm trying to come on more consistently, but I like the later nights. I like to rock with y'all around like 11:30, 12 o'clock in the night. I think that's a perfect hour for me when things calm down and we can have some grown people talk. You heard me? That part. But nonetheless, you guys, make sure you guys enjoy your weekend. All right. We'll be back on Tuesday. You guys get a chance to check out the interviews I've been doing. I just did an interview with Buster Free. You know what I mean? Shout out to Buster Free. Another interesting interview. We took you guys to Liberty City. If you guys are not familiar with Liberty City, you guys get a chance to get familiar with these artists, because these are the foundations. These are the foundation of Miami. The Zopowns, the Buster Frees, the Piccolos, the Icebergs. You feel me? The Trick Daddies. That's the foundation of Miami. If you guys want to know about Miami culture, all right, that's what this platform is for, that part. Once again, you guys, make sure you guys don't leave out of here without hitting that like button. All right, make sure, remember, you guys, when you guys hit that like button, YouTube's going to take this content, push it forward, and recommend it to their audience. That's what we need to accomplish here. I'm the new kid on the block. Let's make this clear. So we got to come together as a collective. Together, we got monetized. You guys keep in mind, I was not monetized on this channel. I reached out to you guys and I asked you guys to help me out in order to get monetized. And guess what? That shit worked. It worked. So we got to come together as a collective. You know what I mean? I need you guys to make sure you guys are hitting the like button here. Make sure you guys are sharing this with the people that admire you. We all have admirers. You guys take this platform and share it with your friends and family. Let's get everybody acclimated to this. All right? We're streaming on different platforms. We're streaming on Facebook. You know what I mean? We're streaming on well, I was gonna put on Twitter. I haven't streamed on Twitter in a couple weeks. We might start streaming on Twitter again, but don't quote me on that. All right. But definitely we on YouTube, you guys, and we on Facebook with it. You know what I mean? Support all the platforms, that is. And you guys go check out some of those interviews with the Piccolos and the Gunplays and the Junkie Jump Zopounds. All right. And also the check out that latest with Buster Free. Very, very interesting. L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 114. Now, listen, we spoke about some things today, man. We went through some topics. Shout out to all the parties involved. 50 Cent. The only thing I gotta say to 50 is, man, 50, don't do Lil Meech like that. And 50, you put your heart in that shit. You put all your heart into that, dog, and built that, and you're just gonna crush BMF just off because nigga made an appearance with a nigga. I understand that it's deeper than rap. I get it. But I find it hard to believe that 50 designed BMF and just conveniently is dismantling BMF because of a picture. This must have already been planned. I think this is all premeditated. I think 50 already knew that BMF was going to come to an end. But he got the man's life rights. According to 50, he has not the life rights, but the rights to the movie. It's very confusing, you guys. We're going to take this and we're going to break this down. But it's interesting to watch these niggas, because keep in mind, 50 and Ross, they're moguls. So Ross making money off of 50. When Ross and 50 going back and forth, there's money involved there. So their war is lucrative. You guys, I'm gonna leave off with this. You guys got to keep in mind, war is money. I'm looking for a nigga to go to war with on this platform. I dare a nigga to play with me, because we're gonna go up. Listen, there's money in war. And it's not about starting the war, but it's about maintaining the war. It's about capitalizing off of the war. You don't go around looking for war, but 48 Laws of Power says if you ain't got an enemy, find one. "48 Laws of Power, if you ain't got an enemy, find one." Listen, man, Ross and 50, them niggas rich. And they going up off of this. Now 50's promoting his car show. That gives more, that pushes the car show more. You know what I mean? Meech name is amplified, it's bigger. Little Meech name is bigger. Even Little Marquis, Little 50 face is in the forefront right now. So imagine Little 50 probably get paid for interviews right now. What you guys gotta understand, everybody that's involved with this situation is getting paid. And this is what I'm trying to bring to you guys' attention. Everybody that's involved in the situation is getting paid, if you guys don't know. All right? So when we look at this, we can't be emotionally invested in Ross and 50 in them. Keep in mind, Ross getting paid off of this. You see when Ross dissing 50, he's swinging a champagne bottle, getting paid off of that. 50 dissing the nigga, but you see the hashtag Branson Cognac. 50 pushing his liquor while he dissing Ross. You guys don't get emotionally invested in it. Don't be hating on Ross. Don't hate on 50. Listen, these niggas getting money. We got to get our money at home, that part. We can't be the puppets. Yes, we can be entertained, but don't be the puppet. Don't be the only one that's emotionally invested, because you're the only one that's going to lose, all right? L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Now, you guys, I'm going to end off with this like I always tell you guys. Listen, discouragement and failure are the stepping stones to success. You ain't going to experience no success without no failure, without no discouragement. A master, in order to master something, to master a craft, you got to fail. You have to master something, you got to fail a lot, 1,000 times. There was a difference between a loser and a winner. The winner kept trying. A master's going to experience failure. In order to master something, you're going to experience failure. And with failure, there's an element of discouragement. You're going to feel discouraged. Psychologically, it's going to discourage you. You guys got to keep in mind, but those are the stepping stones to success. So if you can get beyond your failure, you can get beyond discouragement and that feeling of failure, if you can get up after you failed and try again, you eventually will win with persistency. You eventually will win. Last but not least, the highest mountain got the best view. So when you climbing your mountain, of life, your journey, no matter how steep the mountain is, keep in mind when you reach that mountain, you're gonna have the best view. It's gonna be the most rewarding, as opposed to somebody with a mediocre goal trying to climb a small mountain. I have astronomical goals. Your goals should scare you. I say this all the time. And the day that you niggas start listening to me is the day you niggas start being successful. Remember I told you, L.O.T.S approved media. With that being said, once again, make sure you guys are enjoying your weekend. There we go. I couldn't even hear the outro. I'm trying to listen to the outro. Listen, you guys, make sure you guys enjoy your weekend, all right? We're back on Tuesday. Like I said, we're going to be going on way more often now. You guys are going to see me coming on preferably 3 times a week, going live, and much more content. Make sure you guys are hitting like and subscribe to all the content, hitting like on all the content, leaving a comment in the comment section. Let's engage. More comments in the comment section. That part, all right? L.O.T.S Food Media. You guys be safe out there. See you guys on Tuesday if God permit. I'm out.